Welcome back everybody. As you all know, this is your Forex Hawk here, and this video is just a continuation to the part 1 of the Candlestick Bible review. As we left off in the last video, we're going to start with candlestick patterns, and the first pattern that we will be looking at today will be the engulf bar candlestick pattern. The engulf bar, as it states in its title, it is formed when it fully engulfs the previous candle. The engulfing bar can engulf more than one previous candle, but to be considered an engulf bar, at least one candle must be fully consumed. The bearish engulfing bar, is one of the most important candlestick patterns. This candlestick pattern consists of two bodies. First body is smaller than the second one. In other words, the second body engulfs the previous one. The illustration is shown below. This is an illustration of the bearish engulf bar where the second body engulfs the first body. This is how a bearish engulf bar pattern looks like on your chart. This candlestick pattern gives us valuable information about bulls and bears in the market. In case of a bearish engulf bar, this pattern tells us that sellers are in control of the market. When this pattern occurs at the end of an uptrend, this indicates that buyers are engulfed by sellers, which signal a trend reversal. The illustration shown below. So here we have an upward trend or a bullish trend, and at the end of the trend we get an engulf bar where the second candle engulfs the first candle or the previous candle, and it indicates a trend reversal. As you can see, when this price action pattern occurs in an uptrend, we can anticipate a trend reversal because buyers are not still in control of the market and sellers are trying to push the market to go down. You can't trade any bearish candlestick pattern you find on your chart. You will need other technical tools to confirm your entries. So although you might see a bearish engulf bar at the end of an uptrend, that is not enough indication for you to enter a sell trade. We will talk about this in details in the next chapter. Right now, I just want you to open your charts and try to identify all bearish candlestick pattern that you find. So if you haven't already have your platform up, you can download the MetaTrader 4, which I use, or you can go on Google and use Tradingview and analyze your charts and get familiar with your engulf bar patterns. The bullish engulf bar pattern now, as you guys supposed to know, is just the opposite. The bullish engulf bar consists of two candles. The first one is the small body and the second one is the engulfing bar candle. The illustration below is we have a small bearish bar and then we have a large engulfing bullish bar. The bullish engulf bar pattern tells us that the market is no longer under control of sellers and buyers will take control of the market. When a bullish engulf bar candle forms in the context of an uptrend, it indicates a continuation signal or trend continuation. When a bullish engulf bar candle forms at the end of a downtrend, the reversal is much more powerful as it represents a capitulation bottom. This is the illustration for a bullish engulf bar. We have been a downtrend here, and then we get a bullish engulf bar. Second candle engulfs the first candle, and we get a trend reversal. The example above shows us clearly how the market changes direction after the formation of a bullish engulf bar pattern. The smaller body that represents the selling power was covered by the second body that represents the buying power. The color of the body is not important. What's important is that the smaller one is totally engulfed by the second candlestick. Don't try to trade the market using this price action setup alone. As we said before, identifying an engulf bar pattern is not enough for you to go in for a buy or a sell, depending on if it's a bearish or a bullish engulf bar pattern, because you will need other factors of confluence to decide whether the pattern is worthy trading or not. I will talk about this in the next chapter. What I want you to do now is to get the skill of identify bearish and bullish engulf bar on your charts. This is most important. This is the most important step for the moment. Another candlestick pattern we will be looking at today is the doji. The doji is one of the most important Japanese candlestick pattern. When this candlestick forms, it tells us that the market opens and closes at the same price, which means that there is an equality in decisions between buyers and sellers. There is no one in control of the market at this point. Buyers and sellers are equal. So we have an open here, and it basically closes at the same point. During this time frame, we might have some movement up to this high, down to this low, but at the end of the time frame, the market closes right around where it opens. That shows you that the buyers and sellers are equal in the market. As you can see, the opening price is the same as the closing price. This signal means that the market didn't decide which direction it will take. When this pattern occurs in an uptrend or a downtrend, indicates that the market is likely to reverse. See another example below to learn more. Okay, so here we have an impulse move moving to the upside, and then we get a doji right here. So this, as it stated above, buyers and sellers are equal, and more than likely we will see a pullback or a trend reversal. So here we see a trend reversal where the market stops trending up and starts trending down. The chart above shows how the market changed direction after the formation of the doji candlestick. The market was trending up. That means that buyers were in control of the market. The formation of the doji candlestick indicates that buyers are unable to keep price higher and sellers push price back to the opening price. This is a clear indication that a trend reversal is likely. It doesn't have to be, but it's likely to happen. Remember always that a doji indicates equality and indecision in the market. You will often find it during periods of resting after big moves, higher or lower. When it is formed at the bottom of or at the top of a trend, it is considered a sign that a prior trend is losing its strength. So if you are already riding that trend, it's time to take profits. It can also be used as an entry signal if it is combined with other technical analysis. The Dragonfly Doji will be the last candlestick pattern we'll look at in this video, and the next video we will continue the book as normal. The Dragonfly Doji is a bullish candlestick pattern which is formed when the open high or close are the same or about the same price. What characteristics the Dragonfly Doji is? The long lower tail that shows the resistance of buyers and other attempt to push the market up. This is an illustration of the Dragonfly Doji. We basically open and close at the same point. However, the difference between the Dragonfly Doji and just a normal Doji is because we don't have an upper shadow, because the market is candle open right here and we get selling pressure, but in this same time frame the buyers carry it up to close right where it opened. That indicates that buyers are in control of the market. The illustration above shows us a perfect Dragonfly Doji. The long lower tail suggests that the force of supply, which is the selling pressure, and demand, which is buying pressure, are nearing a balance, and that the direction of the trend may be nearing a major turning point. See the example below that indicates a bullish reversal signal created by the Dragonfly Doji. This right here is a Dragonfly Doji where we have a downtrend. Dragonfly Doji give us a trend reversal. In the chart above, the market was testing the previous support level. Right here was a support level that causes a strong rejection from this area. The formation of the Dragonfly Doji with a long lower tail shows us that there is a high buying pressure in the area. If you can identify this candlestick pattern on your chart, it will help you visually see when support and demand are located. When it occurs in a downtrend, it is interpreted as a bullish reversal signal. But as I always say, you can't trade candlestick patterns alone. You will need other indication and tools to determine high probability Dragonfly Doji signals in the market. This is the end of this video. I hope this was very educating to you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe, share, and you don't know Forex Arc in the building.